Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They'll go again with Gibson.
A little juke. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Now he'll look to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then
touchdown Washington. Jahan Dotson.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On play action, Allen. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Allen off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Cook up the gut. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard, maybe a touch less. Here's Cook again.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Cook will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Hines going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now third and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Nyheim Hines, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team.
The defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
7-7, our score after 1.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it facing a second and long situation.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. To the left side and intercepted.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Hamler, the motion man left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down at 7.
From the gun, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
He'll return it from the 6. And they can't bring him down. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Yeah, he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A handoff for Gibson.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
They'll go play action. Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
This is 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Allen.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd down and 8. Gibson again.
And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 3rd and 3. Howell down to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Now throwing on first down here. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he'll complete this to Gibson. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts,
as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Howell looking to throw again.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
This 2nd and 4. And Howell will throw it. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. We've always got to remember that once the ball's in the air, the defender has every right to go after it that a receiver does. And that was a battle for positioning on that play. And in the end, he's able to force the...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Quad.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. There he goes, left side.
Inside the 20.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there.
2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 4. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Thomas brings it in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Howell out of the shotgun. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To the air, Allen. That is caught, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Benjamin St. Juste there on the stop.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
Back now at FedEx Field. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down, Cook. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down.
Back to throw. Allen over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall.
And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Von Miller still rushing the passer at an elite level well into his 30s. Only 11 games last year. Already in the top 20 all-time in sacks, and could make a run at the top 10 this season with more plays like that.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Powell. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. This pass caught by Hamler. Yeah, he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
57, Mike, 57. He can't, man. He's not going to get me.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
31's the mic. Go.
To throw is Allen. That's caught by Diggs.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
This to at least make it a 5-point cushion.
The kick by Bass is good,
and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. This is 1st and 10. Powell to throw. Gets this to Gibson.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Howell.
Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Here's 1st down.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jonathan Allen picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Buffalo, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. What a matchup for our first Sunday nighter of the year. The Cowboys and Giants underway in Week 1. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Gallup goes in motion. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll give to Pollard.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's Prescott.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Boy, I tell you, the schedule makers got it right here in Week 1. A lot of great games today. And another Buffalo and the Jets right here in this very stadium tomorrow night. Won't that be fun? But of these two teams, Charles, Giants and Cowboys, which one do you think is the bigger threat to Philadelphia in the NFC East?
As we start here right now, it's got to be Dallas. How explosive are they offensively? Extremely. And on the defensive side of the ball, they take it away from teams. But don't count out the Giants. Their defense, they get after you with a lot of pressure. And if their quarterback continues to grow, look out.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Prescott now on second down.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants.
Jalen Hyatt,
his first NFL reception, goes for 6.
And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Throwing Jones. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll go to Barkley again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A first down carry for Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now 2nd and 9.
Come on, QB, come on. Shoot! Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, short throw, going to be caught by Waller.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And he's got some space here.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Well, they already had the early lead, then they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Final play of the half, Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Jones on first down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Check. Lucky. Check out, read. Kill. Check 3. Here we go.
To throw again on second down. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On third down, Jones. Flushed out right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
And that's complete downfield to Cooks. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 78 yards.
And the Cowboys strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Barkley. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Jones.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep 3rd position and makes the interception.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort. They're trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it breaks up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Jones eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Darius Slayton,
51 yards.
and the Giants have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Prescott off play action. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Jones. Off play action. To Barkley on the check down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Off play action. Jones.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Jones going to get this one complete to Saquon.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Jones.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a New York 1st down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point try good by Gano, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Dak.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate
touchdown. Paris Campbell, 28 yards.
And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. And again, it's Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Giants, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.